Honestly, going to Prefontaine, there was no intention of breaking that world record. It was a normal work day for me, and I came out with a world lead and a PB after a tiring championship. So seeing that 10.54, definitely it is in my reach, but um, I wouldn't say it's not a target right now, but on the perfect day and the perfect weather, if I get that, I would definitely challenge it. But if it doesn't happen this season, hopefully, I'm pretty close. So there's more work to go to that target. But if it doesn't happen this season, I'm fine with the time that I got right now.
There's a great crowd, and I think the crowd definitely brings the energy when it comes to track and field. For me, don't want to participate in a stadium and it's just the seats. I want to see the fans, I want to hear the excitement, and I think they deserve it after having a year off of no competition. And I think when athletes were away last year, we definitely understood the importance of having that energy and that crowd presence. So I'm looking forward to having a full stadium. um, well, next year is some time away, so you definitely have to get your off season, and no season is the same. So you that you have and continue to work on that. And for me, I definitely have not run my best race as yet, and I'm still working on, different phases of the races, and hopefully I'll be able to put that together. I've always said, every time you step at the line, you want to win. That's the intention, that's the aim, you go out there. And to have women who will definitely bring it and will have fast times, I think that adds to the excitement, not only for the crowd, but for you as an athlete, because it raises your game and it forces you to running the world record. I mean, Elaine is much, much closer than I am. So definitely it's good to be able to challenge a record that for women for a long time we thought was impossible. And it speaks to just the evolution of sprinting and what mechanics can do to sprinting and the different things that's involved in sprinting. So to be able to be in that conversation or to have that conversation is truly remarkable. And to see that, I know Lausanne has a very good track. I ran 10.7 here 2019, after coming off a plane. So I know it's a very good track. So, hopefully tomorrow the ladies will have, a superb race. And
I've normally watched her races and I see her mechanics was super good. How she ran her races, they were so easy and smooth. So I try to do pretty much the same as how she do, but I don't think I'm perfect yet, but I'm working on that. But she's a good inspiration to the sport. And a few years ago, the question was thrown to me if I think I can break that record, and I was like, no, it's not possible. My eyes is not on that right now. And for me to run a 10.54, that definitely in the reach. So therefore, showing me to show you that anything is possible. So yes, it is possible to break up.
How is it important maybe for you to run full stadium? Any thoughts about this?
Well, I'm really happy I finally have a full stadium again. I don't have a lot of experience with full stadiums because I had a bit my breakthrough during Corona. So I'm really excited, and I think because I'm running with Leah, the crowd will go.
From her, because she has a really crazy mindset, and she's going into the race in a really interesting way, and I'm learning from that, and I think that's also what I could improve in the last year. So it was really nice that I could join with her.
Well, we call her the mom of the group sometimes. But yeah, I learned so much from her, and she's really a bit a role model for me. So, of course, I always want to make her proud as well. And it's nice when we race together that you're on the track together and can really do it together, the warm-up and everything. So I will miss that next year, but still I know she will be watching and looking out. Yeah, I watched the video, of course. I think she's a really inspiring athlete on the track, but also off the track, by not only showing all the good parts and everything that's, when you break the world record and become Olympic champion, people will mostly see that and not what's behind it and all the hard work. And I think it's really good that she's also showing that. And yeah,
European record?
Yes, that's a record.
You can beat it, of course, but will you try?
10,000 ከኢትዮጵያ ከወጣ ብዙ ጊዜ ሆኗል። 2 ኦሎምፒክ 3 ኦሎምፒኮች አልፏል። ያንን በመመለሴ ደስተኛ ነኝ። ግን እነሱ የሰሩት ታሪክ አልሰራሁም። እነሱ ተደጋጋሚ የኦሎምፒክ ባለወርቅ ናቸው፣ የዓለም ሪከርድ ሰበሩ ናቸው እና እኔ ሰርቼ እንደነሱ በቀረው ጊዜ ሰርቼ እንደነሱ ለመሆን ነው ሐሳቤ። ለነሱ ታሪክ ተጋሪ በመሆኔ በጣም ደስተኛ ነኝ።
Sorry. So I'm now the 10K champion, which I'm very incredibly happy about, and there's a strong history in Ethiopia winning this event. But I don't have all the same accolades that Ken and Isa and Haile have yet. You know, they broke world records. They've won more championships. So they have a very important story in Ethiopia, and I'm not there yet, but those are my plans. I want to keep working towards
races or to beat records, and why?
I think the perfect way is to win and also take a record, but I always want to win, but being able to break records, I was first able to do that last year, but then it wasn't any big championships. So now I'm able to, when I'm first at that level, you can start to win races. So I'm able to do that now. But of course, I took a big step from last year to this year, but also from 19 to 20. So by having that development and always getting better, you'll eventually start to be one of the best and be able to
get one in Zurich this year, or are you aiming to get 2?
First, I have to try to get one, so we'll see. But of course, the diamond is a thing that every athlete wants to be able to win, and of course, that's.
La verdad que este año ha sido muy especial para mí. La temporada estoy consiguiendo completar la temporada de la mejor forma, pero yo todavía tengo mucha hambre de saltar mucho, de seguir dando lo mejor de mí y viendo que en gran forma física, y espero poder dar lo mejor de mí aquí.
Yes, it's been a very special and very good season for me, and I'm very pleased.
Excited to get out there and compete again. It's been a little while since I've been in Europe, and so traveling right off of Prefontaine, I'll get out there. I feel like Prefontaine was a really good stepping stone. It's always a little bit difficult to come off of the Olympics. You're still physically in really good shape, but mentally it's kind of can be difficult to execute the way you wanted. And I feel like Prefontaine started really poorly in warm-ups, but I found what I was looking for technically, and training has been going well since then. And so I'm excited to kind of get out here, feel like my head is in a better place, and start off this little bit of a European tour that I have, hopefully with some far throws. And we have a really good field once again. We seem to have consistently in shot put. So I know that those guys will make me.
Después de los Juegos Olímpicos, he seguido enfocada en seguir entrenando, en seguir preparándome, en seguir dando lo mejor de mí, pero más que todo disfrutando de lo que queda de este año. Sé que he dado un gran salto en los Juegos Olímpicos, pero puedo dar más de lo que he dado hasta ahora. Y nada, hasta mañana solo quiero disfrutar, quiero dar un buen espectáculo a todos los que van a estar presentes y bueno, esperar el día para que se haga realidad. Y nada, y lo que queda de la temporada, terminarlo en Zurich, en la final de la Diamond, que bueno, que es importante para mí. Deseo mucho conquistar este preciado premio y y nada, y ser feliz más que todo, ser feliz saltando, ser feliz disfrutando y amando esto que hago, que es mi vida.
Hello. So after the Olympic Games, my focus was back to training, to go back to preparing the next events and give the best of me. Another priority for me is also to really make sure I get to enjoy this year. It's true that I had some great results at the Olympic Games, but I still believe I can do more. So as for tomorrow, I want to do more, I want to do better. I want to give a fantastic show to the audience, and I want to enjoy myself. After that, or rather, I'll finish the season with the Diamond League final in Zurich, and I will really love to win this diamond that we have here. And I would say that in general, it's really important for me to remain happy, to enjoy.
So, great question. For me, I don't really think about the win streak so much. Yeah, I didn't know that it was, they asked me at Prefontaine going in that I didn't realize it was 20 at that point. I don't really follow so much how many, I'm not a huge fan of win streaks for me personally. Every time I go out, I'm trying to compete as best as I can and throw as far as I can. If those, kind of like in Doha, I threw a lifetime best in the 6th round, and it ended up being 1 centimeter short, but I can't really be too disappointed with that because when the pressure was on, I did something I'd never done before. So I can't be too disappointed with that. And so every time I go to compete, I'm trying to throw the farthest I can throw. And if I can get a PR, that's great. The fun thing about that at this point is that if I get a PR, it's a world record. So that's exciting. I feel like that almost makes it easier to move the world record out. But I know the guys that I'm competing against are very hard workers and excellent competitors. So they make me work hard and have to throw far to win. And so I feel honored to be able to put together a win streak like that. But it's definitely not something that I'm really focused on meet to meet, day to day. And if I hopefully can keep my mind right, maybe we can
get back on my feet and get back to being motivated. And that's why I think it's good for me to be running without the hurdles, because it's a new challenge, and yeah, it's gonna be fun to do it, and also to be running against some other guys that I usually don't run against. So, you know, about the record, I don't want to comment on that, because I think that time will show. Literally, you know, that's what WIN is for. You know, that's why we run. I think the events are quite similar in some way. I don't think you can go faster with the hurdles than without the hurdles. So you need to be quick over the hurdles, 100%. And you know, I won the European Indoor Championships over the 400 meters. So I did it before, but it's very tough to combine in one championships because it's a lot of lactic acid. I can assure you. I tried to combine those two in 2018 in Berlin. And if anybody's seen the 400-meter final at the end, they know what I'm talking about. It wasn't quite good from my side, but you know, hopefully in the future, I will be able to do both. And I think after what I did in the hurdles now, it will be more natural for me also to try another event even more. I think the hurdles will always be my main thing, but I'm probably gonna do some 400 meter without hurdles.
Yes, please.
Question. Are you afraid that you will run so fast tomorrow that you are also the best in the world on the 400 meters? And
Yeah, I'm really afraid. What would I do if that happened?
Then you will have to make some choices for the future.
You know, I'm gonna try to be a bit humble, because I think it's a difference running the 400 meter without the hurdles and also, you know, just after the Olympics. But I wouldn't see it as a problem if I did run very fast, no. And I always want challenges, and I think that's something that I want to get out, that I'm not afraid to lose. I haven't done it in a while. That's because I don't like it, but I'm not afraid to do it. I'm always going to take on a challenge, and in the future I'm going to try other events as well, because you know, that's how my love for the sport started. You know, I did combined events because I love doing all events, and if I can be good on the 400 meter without the hurdles as well, that is something that probably will just motivate me to compete even. For me, I can say 100% that the attention has grown much in the last year, and also after Olympics with both me and Jacob doing the results that we did, I think people really has got their eyes open for track and field, and it's a sport that Norway has a great history in. You know, there's been a lot of people before us, so I'm really proud that me and Jacob can, you know, deliver these results, and that people in Norway can get to watch great Norwegian track and field. So I don't think anybody can go past the cross country skiing, but we're gonna try. I'm not sure. It's hard.
Super special because we haven't really had a full stadium, I don't think, for a couple years or so, and I know that it elevates my game. I know for sure it elevates Sam's game. He always seems to do a lot better when we have a good crowd. So, I mean, it's just more fun. It's more fun. You don't like to go out there and nobody's watching you. It's just the energy.
Performance, would you be happy tomorrow?
I guess another 6 meter would be nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I think that in our sport it's super mental. It's super mental. So once you get over a barrier and you start feeling comfortable over a barrier, it just feels like you can continue to keep doing it. And so for me, when I started to make 6 meters a little more regularly last year, I figured out what I had to do to make it, and I just kind of went out there and just did the things that I knew that I could do. So you know, it's a really mental sport, and I think that a lot of these numbers can feel big for people, and I think that, you know, even if they're capable of it, they think that they're not. And so, you know, once I started getting comfortable with the heights that, you know, I'm jumping now, I felt like, yeah, I feel like I kind of have there's a lot less weight on my shoulder for sure. I mean, going into the Olympics, it was pretty stressful, especially, I mean, considering that, you know, I was the favorite and everybody was kind of looking at me to win, and they already, you know, the way everybody was talking to me, it's like they were trying to give me the win before I even did it. And, you know, it's a super tough sport, and it can be, you know, sports can be really tough, especially on any given day. So I still had to go out there and do it. So that's kind of was the really stressful part of being the favorite, going into the meet. So, you know, now that the Olympics is gone, I feel like I can just breathe. I can just breathe again, and now I feel pretty chill now. I feel like, you know, now I did what was needed to be done, you could say, and you know, now I can just come out here, jump against Sam again finally, and yeah, just try to go out there and jump high and try to win some competitions. Really nothing other than that. Didn't feel like, you know, I feel like it was almost more something that
as well.
Yeah, we get the tougher end of the stick sometimes. I feel that.
Oh, and when you get to the big show, if your dad's there at the Diamond League final, let him drink a beer while he coaches you. You gotta let him drink a beer while he coaches you. Buy him a beer, okay?
He needs that for sure.
They gotta have it. It's
out.
way more stressful for your parents than it is for us.
I was very glad to be a part of Olympic in my 19 years old. And I'm enjoying the process, but maybe some emotional. It was to me so difficult because I have some problem before Olympic, but I'm enjoying atmosphere, I'm enjoying jumping with good girls, and it was a perfect time.
J'ai adoré ma compétition à Tokyo. Je n'étais pas du tout déçue de mon résultat parce que j'ai.
Why do you do this routine?
Yeah, the notebook for me, I always rate myself out of 10 for the different parts of my jump. And I have done this since 2019 because I find it is a good way to focus on the next jump and a good way to coach myself.
From in Ukraine or Israel?
When I was younger, I watched a lot of competition with Blanka Vlasic, and after Blanka Vlasic, I watched the competition with Maria Lasickini. I watched, looked, and admired. But after when I have started competed with Maria, I think I was looking only about my concentration of high jump, because every girl have different technique and different maybe concentration on jump.
expect? Maybe Aira.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be with you. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be very exciting. It's good for us to finally have a Diamond League again in Switzerland. Last time we were here in Lausanne was 2019, and we're also finally having a public, some spectators. I hear the stadium is full packed, so that's going to be exciting. And yeah, I think we have a great opportunity to have top 6 from Tokyo again here in Lausanne, and some very, very fast sprinters. So I think we're going to try to do
Tremendous shape. How did you do to recover till today?
I feel good. I'm not too tired. I felt after the Olympics that I was still in a really good shape, and I was not that dead like I was before, sometimes after big championships, after so many races. That's why I'm really excited to have so many competitions now and to race so many times, because I feel like I could run faster. So I feel good. I'm looking forward